CGTN в диапазоне 25 метров на коротких волнах. Передача направлена на страны Америки и другие англоязычные страны. На Великобританию.
Look, I think where it begins is really the joint commitment that we have with China to make sure that every child everywhere is growing to their full potential.
Прием телескопического антенны.
And so we have been working on that as UNICEF in 190 countries across the world since the beginning. And now that China developed to an example that we need to emulate in other parts of the world, we have come to a partnership with China, particularly with the Chinese International Development Agency, to spread the example that China has across the world. And so we're now working with support in partnership in 20 different countries, in 22 different projects, really bringing that perspective localized to the context in Asia and Africa, and to bring that perspective of a pathway to dignity for everyone.
Let's go to climate change. You have been working a lot with your teams on that, but we see there has been a slowdown of pace of green transformation over the past few years out of our. Now, we know that it's going to have a huge impact on the overall global movement on climate change. Things will trade down to the rights of children, of course. So what do you make of this general?
The 1.5 degree reality. Already we are seeing enormous impact on the lives of children. We are looking at impacts that are starting before children are born. And few people realize that, but what we see with heat waves is that children are being born too early, that we see that there is an increased level of stillbirth, so that children start disadvantaged from the get-go from a health perspective. Few people realize that breast milk is impacted by heat waves and the composition, but also the quantity of breast milk is being reduced. Then newborn children don't get the head start that they need. If you look at levels of malnutrition, what we see is that crop yields are going down because of changes in rainfall patterns, heat waves, and flooding. As a young child, you don't get the right variety of food, nutritious food. Your cognitive development is impaired. It leads to lifelong cognitive impairment that children can never recuperate from. How are we going to deal with that reality as the number of children are growing? And so for us, bringing children at the center of research, understanding what the impact